Number 5. Grunch Road Monster. The Grunch Road Monster is an alleged opera site in New Orleans. The Grunch is described to be an elaborate cross between a canid and a reptilian chupacabras. New Orleans residents have so named the creature the Grunch, but sightings and tales, unlike its cousin, seems to go back farther in Louisiana history and in other areas of the world. The Grunch stories supposedly go back to the Crescent City early roots. Number 4. Stull Cemetery. Stull Cemetery and the abandoned church that rests next to it is located in the tiny, nearly forgotten Kansas town of Stull. There is not much left of the tiny village save for a few houses and the newer church and about 20 residents. However, the population of the place allegedly contains a number of residents that are from beyond this earth. In addition to its human inhabitants, the town is also home to a number of legends and strange tales that are linked to the crumbling old church and the overgrown cemetery that can found atop Stull's Emily Hill for years. Stories of witchcrafts, ghosts and supernatural happenings have surrounded the old graveyard. It is a place that some claim is one of the 7 gateways to hell. The legend says that these stories has been linked to Stull for more than 100 years, but none of them made it into print until the 1970s and in November 1974. An article appeared in the University of Kansas student newspaper that spoke of a number of strange occurrences in the Stull churchyard. According to the article, Stull was haunted by legends of diabolical supernatural happenings at the church. Assented yet the church was one of the 2 places on earth where the devil appeared in person 2 times each year. Said the cemetery had been the source of many legends in the area, stories that has been told and retold for over centuries. Number 3. Knock Knock Road. Like many states, Michigan has a haunted road among its collection of odd and unusual legends. It's called Knock Knock Road, so named for what you'll urgently experience should you drive down it at night. A strange knocking sound on your car, supposedly the incarnation that a soul who lost their lives on that stretch of road many years ago is among us still. There's just one problem. No one is really sure exactly what Knock Knock Road is. The location of the allegedly haunted road changes dependent on who you're talking to or which version of the story you tell. Because when we talk about Knock Knock Road, we're not talking about just one legend. We're talking about several, each its own unique tale. Let's take a drive, shall we? I'm just gonna read one. The current prevalent Knock Knock Road story was documented in, and in all likelihood, proclamation by the 2006 book Weird Michigan and takes place in Detroit. In the chapter Road Less Traveled, Knock Knock Road is identified as Strasburg Road, just south of 7 miles in the Pusalki Osborne Van Stelben area of the city. It tells the tragic tale of the little girl wheeling joyfully down the road on her new bicycle on a hot summer day, who upon accidentally veering down a driveway and into the busy traffic of Strasburg is struck and killed by a careless driver. But although her body is carefully removed and laid to rest, the story goes her spirit is never leaves the scene, instead spending her endless nights approaching cars in and knocking on your doors to see if they might come the driver, who ended their short life. It's not clear what she planned on doing, if she ever located the driver, or whether she's asking for help, or whether she simply wants to hold them accountable, or whether she's sent to avenge herself, remains unknown. Number 2. Char Man. A well-known urban legend in California comes from the RJ Valley in Camp Comfort Country Park. They say the spirit of a man burnt in a fire will emerge from the forest and attack cars and hikers. He is called Char Man because the imagery of his face and body could be described as extra crispy. There are several versions of Char Man's origin, but they all begin with a wildfire that occurred in the park in 1948. The main story goes that a father and son were caught in the blaze and the older man was killed, but the son survived. And when a rescue team arrived, they found that he had strung up his father and pulled off his skin. He then disappeared into the woods. Another story makes the victims a husband and wife, claiming that the man went mad and he lay trapped and injured in the fire, unable to aid his wife, who was screaming for his help. Either way, it's said that if you drive on to a bridge located in the park and get out to your car, Char Man will come. The horribly burnt man will run at you and attack, trying to tear off your skin, perhaps to take it as his own. Number 1. Goat Man. The Goat Man is a cryptid who's said to be a half man, half goat, although his origins are unknown. The most popular origin story that he had once been a scientist who were the Beltsville Agriculture Research Center experimented on goats. Unfortunately, during one of his experiments, he was mutated into a goat-human hybrid and went insane. He began to attack cars with an axe near the back roads of Beltsville, MD. Others believe that he is a mere hermit, seen walking alone at night along Felchertown Road. Want to hear more stories from around the world? Then click that subscribe button and the like button so you can hear more, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any. Thanks for watching and have a good night.